What's going on, Conscious Crew? It is your favorite breakdown commentator, QUITS. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform, and Happy New Year. It is 2024. I honestly cannot stand holidays because I hate having to say Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, I don't know, I find it's so corny and cringy to me. Because we all know nobody's going to have a happy 2024. It's going to be the same drama-filled, topsy-turvy, flip-floppy, heartbreaking, devastating, apocalyptic year like the rest of them have been. And it's going to be definitely that for this country, considering that we're going into the next election cycle and Trump is probably going to win. And even if he doesn't, it's going to be a shit show. And the Proud Boys are going to be proudly out, devastating the country. Racism is going to be escalated. It's going to be at an all-time high. So, New Year wear. Okay? Nonetheless, happy 2024. So we can get that out of the way. Girl, the year is already popping off with the shenanigans of it all. I'm not surprised because it is retrograde. Retrograde has 3 more days technically. And then there is a 2-week shadow period after the fact. So really, just say we're going to be in retrograde for the rest of the month, practically. All right? So it's been a lot going on when it comes to everybody and everything because retrograde been shaking the table. I got hiccups, guys. Hold on. Let me hold my breath real quick and get rid of these hiccups. That's how I end my hiccups. Hold on. If y'all ever want to get rid of hiccups, just hold your breath until you feel you are about to explode. Just hold it until you can't hold it no more. And bloop, all your hiccups will disappear, okay? See? I am hiccup free now. Okay, that's a little witchcraft for y'all. All right, so y'all know what we're here to get into, girl. So let's go ahead and get into it, girl. Please share. The... Girl, hold on. Where the hell is my thing? Hold on. Where's my phone? Hold on, because y'all men be sending me all type of pics and stuff. All right. Make sure y'all, hold on, wait a minute. Shout out to all of the new subscribers for one. Okay, we are well over 45K. YouTube itself is doing what it does best, girl, which is fluctuating crap, girl. It reflects one way in the studio, then another way outwardly, and then it catches up outwardly, girl. YouTube is YouTubing, girl, but we are at 45K and beyond. Cut out the wall of the new subbies. If you're new here, subscribe. We do it all here, girl. We get into the things of the things. Please also make sure that you are thumbing up the video. Thumbing up the video is one of the most significant things you can do for any content here, whether it is a short, whether it is a pre-recorded content, or whether it is a live stream. Thumbs up the video. Not only do thumb it up help boost YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system, which is raggedy as hell. All right. So when you thumbs up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another conscious crew member, letting them know to get their asses in here because the king is in fact kanging. Also, make sure that you guys have your notification bell set to all, and please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that is your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your Insta story, your MySpace, your Facebook, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Look at the movers. No, the real loud, live, and in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what's going on, you guys? Hi, we are in the motherfucking building. All right, we got a lot going on for the new year already, girl. It is a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of pre-recorded material going up on the channel, you guys. So you just brace yourself for the first cycle of the year, because I have other things that are going on as well outside of my own platform as it relates to expanding the brand as well. Some of you guys also know that I have been in talks about also joining a digital panel. Okay, that's going to pay me for my time. I'm loving the idea, etc. So we'll see how that unfolds as well. They're going to do some test runs. So it'll be a lot going on when it comes to that. Also, there's going to be a lot of shorts and things coming out of the platform. So keep your lookout for those things. There's going to be a lot more interviews coming out the platform. So look for those things. And you guys may also see some new segments on the channel as well in the first 2 quarters of the year when it comes to the platform as well. There's a lot going on. All right. With that being said, I want to once again thank you all for the support. Thank you all for everything. You guys have helped me to do this. I cannot do any of this without you guys. You guys help to finance the platform. You guys help to spread the word about the platform, to grow the platform. Y'all's engagement, y'all thumbs up, y'all sharing, y'all participation, all of that good jazz. Y'all keeping my name in high places and advocating for me in spaces that I'm not in or around for. I love it, love it, love it, love you guys for it. All right. With that being said as well, it's going to be a different type of a platform, a little, well, not completely, but a little bit this year in terms of just me as a person. I'm going to be doing a lot more flexing this year because girl, you don't get nowhere. you don't get nowhere, girl, being the nice guy. Okay. I don't even know if they were a supporter or not, but I had somebody comment on my community wall post, I think the other day, and my community post basically was shouting you guys out for the 45K and just basically big upping us because we work our asses off over here. We work. You guys know that's our hashtag, real working girl. And somebody felt really insecure and inferior to that. So they were commenting like, oh, well, there goes all of the humility, but Happy New Year. And I'm like, there goes all of the humility. Bitch, I'm bragging on what I work for. See, that's what you're not catching, is you get to have bragging rights when you work, bitch. Okay? I don't get nothing handed to me. Everything that I get, everything that I receive, every quantum leap, girl, I'm working for it. And yes, bitch, unfortunately, YouTube does not have a VMA. It don't have a Golden Globes. It don't have an Oscar. So you damn right, bitch. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm going to celebrate myself, especially when I have content creators larger than me, aka Wiggums, who literally was trying to suppress a bitch's greatness and come up by stealing my content right off of my platform and then not even crediting me for my content. And yet a bitch grew and escalated regardless, because when God is for you, no hoe, including the bitch with Timu teeth in their mouth, can stand against you, girl. Okay? When the fabulosity is lositine, girl, no girl can do or understand the assignment. Okay? So, girl, as I said in my community wall, girl, I got machines and corporate giants that went against me. No one bitch could be my op. That shit offends me. All right? You niggas couldn't even wash nor rinse me. Do you understand? When you are working your ass off and you have co-workers trying to sabotage, bitch, your employment, and yet, girl, still I rise. Still I rise. And you think, bitch, that I don't get to hand myself the Vanguard Award of the Year, bitch? And I'm out here windmilling and applying myself full throttle day in, day out, all night, all week, all month long, every motherfucking day. Big wheels keep on turning. Bitch. Well deserved. But this ain't about me, honey. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get into it, girl. Funky Dineva. Miss Funky Dineva has, in fact, called it quits, girl. He has substantiated all claims, rumors, and speculations. They're finally real, girl. Y'all know every other time that it was being speculated that Fox Soul terminated Funky, that his junkie stunts had got to the best of him, or that his controversy had got the best of him, that every time people thought, girl, he was gone. Well, this time, the folk are correct, and Funky Dineva has confirmed it himself, girl. So I'm going to let you hear that for yourself, and then we're going to get into, oh, hold on, wait a minute, before we get there, girl. Also, hold on, yeah, let me back it up a little bit, girl. See, not only do I work my ass off, but unlike your favorite content creators, I don't come on here with a Walmart t-shirt on, girl. I don't come on here in 720p. My face is beat. My lip gloss is popping. My weave is weaving. My fit is fitting. And when your ass is this fat and your bundles are this long, bitch, see, you get to brag, girl. Okay? And see, I don't ever get no criticism or ever have no issues out of my pretty niggas and my pretty bitches. It's always the hoes with the long ass Kaya titties. And it's always the niggas with the missing side teeth. Okay? With the rat tail to the bike. With the 3-year-old soggy do-rag on. That, you know, be trying to give a girl fever. All right? Like, I don't ever get no fever from a bitch who got it going on. It's always a bitch in the other category, girl, who got it going on, okay? But when you work this hard and you're slayed and laid this severely, girl, you get to brag and do you and pat yourself on the back. I keep telling y'all, okay, that this is why these hoes be mad, bitch. Because a girl is excellent at what she does. She is photogenic and camera ready, girl. Her commentary and intellect is stellar. Her character is stellar. She's a one-man's motherfucking army and know how to bring down an entire goddamn sector all by his motherfucking self, girl. I am a threat to bitches with 1 million robots on the internet, girl, have squashed entire smear campaigns into smithereens, girl, and I'm built like a brick house, all right? It's only the smush booty ass bitch community that be upset, baby. This is why these smush booty ass hoes are always pressed, baby. Okay? When you're stacked like a fire truck, girl, then you can see me. Okay? I know why you hoes be mad. And you're mad because everything you pray for, God gave to me instead. Okay? All that ass you prayed for, God gave it to me. All that weed you prayed for, girl, God gave it to me. All the men's you pray, girl, God gave it to me, girl. All the clicks gave it to me. All the subscribers gave it to me. Gave it all to me. Okay? just handed all of your blessings right on over here to me, girl. Okay? That's something that you got to take up with the Father, Son, and indeed the Holy Daughter. I keep telling y'all, honey, how to get it. Okay? You got to vibe high. Okay? Hating ain't going to get you nowhere. All it's going to do is escalate me and piss you off even more. So rather than being upset at me, baby, I'm trying to tell you how to use those knees for something other than keeping a damn man who can't be kept anyway. I keep trying to tell you how to anoint your knees and your prayer hands so you can get like me. There's no need to be jealous because the love of the Father, you know, it's entitled to all. Okay? There's a science to this co-creating manifestation stuff. Why be upset? Why be mad? Why want somebody to dial it down a little bit just so that you can dial it up a little bit more, honey? Okay? Why ask somebody else to subtract from themselves just so that you can add more to you? We're not coming down in 2024, boo. You're going to have to come up with your credit score. You're going to have to come up, girl, with your pay wage. You're going to have to come up, girl. So shout out to Miss Diva, girl, because she's not coming down. She's a part of the girls who are not coming down, girl. She's not going to be in her Taraji P. Hinton bag for 2024. We're done with coming down. It's only up. That's it, girl. And it's stuck. It's stuck. Now on to Miss Funky Dineva. Let me let y'all hear what she had to say, girl.
That thumbnail. Yes, it's true. I no longer work at Fox. So, want to talk about it? Here you go.
Now, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that for yourself, girl? Let me just rewind that bike one more time.
Well, what more do you want from me? But y'all don't care where I'm at. Y'all just want the tea. Y'all saw that thumbnail. Yes, it's true. I no longer work at Fox. So, want to talk about it? Here you go.
All right, so fucking Dineva did a 13-minute commentary, girl, confirming that she, in fact, has quit. She will not be appearing in future episodes. That the episode that ran today at noon was her last appearance. All right. Now I'm going to give y'all the cliff notes and do the work for y'all. All right. First and foremost, girl, can we just give it to me? Okay, because months ago I was clocking it. Months ago, because you know every now and again, TGIF, which I love. I think that Claudia, Al Jordan, and Funky Dineva have stellar chemistry. I absolutely fell in love with the show. I didn't even realize they had been on 4 years. It has not felt like 4 years to me. I am saddened to see Destiny's Children break up. They were funny. They were controversial. They were spicy. And it just gave what needed to be given. So I am disappointed that one is not there because all of them add an ingredient to what becomes a really nice dish overall for viewing pleasure. All right. Now, with that said, honey, with that being said, so a few months ago, you guys know I kept clocking Funky Dineva because he would just say little passive aggressive shit. For instance, remember when the whole Chloe Bailey drama had went down and then all of a sudden producers pulled a fast one and had them go on a week's break that Funky Dineva didn't even know about at the time, okay? And we knew it was Fox giving social media time to calm the fuck down because they had their bloody heel on Dineva's goddamn Adam's apple. And remember, Funky had did a follow-up commentary. And at the end of that commentary, he had caught himself clapping back at the haters because all of his haters and ops were saying, girl, he gone, he fired, girl, he down there to the unemployment line. They done revoked his unemployment down there to the foxhole. He gonna have to go into arbitration, girl, with TGIF over his unemployment check, child. So he was fed up, girl. So he had made this little snarky comment at the end of one of his commentaries and had said, before I let Foxhole fire me, bitch, I'll quit before they're able to do that. And it was the energy fucking Dineva, because he didn't even direct the comment toward the haters. It was really Foxhole that was catching a stray. And that was coming off the heels of these other little comments that he would make throughout the shows where he would kind of shade, you know, how much they were getting paid or a lack thereof. Okay, that he had been expressing some discontent for a while now. Okay, and I will always highlight it whenever we had to cover them for other reasons. All right, so now we got the full context of what Funky's attitude was. All right, so Funky said that he quit over poor wages. Simply put, so everybody who's talking about, girl, he got fired or they let him go because of his attitude or because he dry or because he do too much or because not true at all. People want to say that kind of shit regardless. They're going to make up whatever narratives they need to make up, etc. This was only about the math, all right? He said that when they were initially working 2 days a week, that they were getting paid a higher rate per episode than what they were getting paid doing 5 days a week, which producers felt still made sense because they were making more money regardless. But Funky's point was, yeah, that's true, but our initial pay wage shouldn't go down just because we're working more days, which equals out to more money. That's like working at McDonald's part-time, making $11 an hour. Now you get hired on full-time, working more days, but you're making $7 an hour instead. No motherfucking ma'am. Okay, that don't make sense, and the damn show don't make dollars. Because as Funky said, if my time and talent was valued at a certain rate for part-time work, my rate should remain the same at the very least for full-time work, since it's still the same time and talent being used. And it's also more work because they're covering more topics, which means that they're doing more research and applying more perspective. So damn right, the rate need to remain the same, especially when they got more days because of the demand from the fans, which first and foremost benefits Foxhole, the brand. So how you going to decrease pay but increase workload and also build your whole brand off our backs and don't think anything of it because we still making more money in the end, but we damn sure not making as much as we be making if we were getting paid for our pain and our actual worth. Okay? That logic is perfectly intact. Perfectly intact, bitch. All right? But the math is mathing. Is mathing. Now, Funky said that what inspired him to stand up for his worth was Taraji Henson's latest spill over a lack of proper pay despite working her ass off, and a tweet from Keke Palmer made in response to Taraji, which was just doubling down and expounding on what Taraji was saying. Now, Funky said that after trying to find ways to talk himself into staying, regardless of the pay wage decline, that he couldn't make any of the other math make sense either, such as the clout from the show. When the facts are, he is bringing clout to the show. And on a platform, he's already 14 years into dominating. So there's no benefit there on top of the fact that he can do 1.5 videos on his own channel on YouTube a month and make his entire Fox Soul monthly pay in the same 4 weeks. So ultimately, Fox Soul earnings are just extra spending that he can make on his own by doing far less at that. So once again, it just didn't make business sense, and that's okay. He said that they couldn't find the budget, and as a result, he couldn't find the damn time, and still wishes them well and affirmed that this choice was once again strictly over pay wages, and him, Al, and Claudia will always be friends, whom he also have spoken with, and he said that he'll continue to be on YouTube and has other projects in the works and has no idea who will be filling in his spot tonight or moving forward. Now, as a lot of you guys are saying in the chat, Funky carried the show. That is safe to say. As I stated, when all the controversy was going on, when he came for Chloe Bailey and people were boycotting TGIF, calling for Funky to be removed, etc., I was the commentator that told you guys that was not going to happen. Fox Soul would be a goddamn fool to terminate Funky Dineva, considering that he's the bigger content creator on the same platform that Fox Soul is trying to carve out a demographic on, which is YouTube, for one. And for two, he is hands down the comedic relief. So Fox Soul knew that on top of Funky Dineva being rightfully so one of their greatest assets, that also TGIF is the premier show on Fox Soul as well. There are other shows, Rimpy and Stillskin and Little House on the Black Supremacist Hill and Mark and Kevin or whatever the other shit is that they got over there. You know, there is nothing that's even competing with TGIF on the platform. There's no other segment that is close to even leveraging, you know, TGIF, girl. Okay, when TGIF goes off at 9 o'clock, girl, the views return to 31 viewers in the live chat, girl. Okay, so clearly I knew that that Fox Soul producers knew that there was no way that they were going to get rid of anybody, baby. Okay? They were not going to terminate anybody. Now, they may reduce pay or hourly pay, but make it up on the back end by giving them more days to work, which ain't really benefiting them on the back end unless you just need the money that bad. So the only way Funky was going to leave was it was going to be by his choice, because it don't make sense from a producer standpoint to remove one of your most prominent talents on, once again, the premier show on the goddamn digital network to begin with. All right. Now, I forgot where the hell I was going at, because I was going somewhere. Okay, yes. Funky was helping to carry the show. Now, I know everybody is saying, girl, this is the death. This is the death, girl. This is the death of TGIF. Here's the thing about it. I don't think this has to be the death, but this is, and you guys know I have proximity to Claudia Jordan, girl. You know, she is a supporter of my channel. She follows me on Instagram, and you know, we communicate. And when I had heard that Funky Dineva had left TGIF, I immediately jumped up in her DMs, girl. Okay, because you guys know I had to go up, girl, for the influencers, girl. Okay, I had to be the microphone for the influencers here. I don't think this has to be the death of TGIF. So hear me out. I think, and this is what I told Claudia as well. I said, look, the sustainability of TGIF is going to largely depend on how clever, creative, and precise producers of TGIF can be in terms of the replacement. Now, here's the thing about the replacement. The replacement needs to be someone who is Funky Dineva in principle. Well, who's Funky Dineva? His role on TGIF is to be the comedic relief, to be sassy, and to be daring in his commentary. He's the wild card of the group. This is what keeps things edgy on TGIF. This is what keeps a mystique and an air of unpredictability. Okay, because you got somebody whose commentary that you can't for sure bet is going to land to the left or to the right. Okay, because you never know which way Funky is gonna go. And when he slam it, he gonna slam it in a way, and he gonna land in a way that's going to raise the goddamn baby hairs on everybody's forehead. All right, so whomever this replacement needs to be, they have to represent that. They can't bring in someone like Claudia. They can't bring in someone like Al. They already have that. So if you're going to take away salt, you got to find its equivalent. You don't need to add more cheese. Okay? You're going to have to find an alternative salt compound. So this individual, whoever it is, they need to be spicy. They need to be comedic and humorous. And they need to be daring. They need to be willing to say sometimes shit that is a bit politically incorrect, or that's a little bit like, bitch, I know this girl just didn't try my life like this. All right? So they got to keep that in mind. You know, Funky Dineva is Funky Dineva. But there are plenty of other well-articulate, slick at the mouth, 305 spirited ass bitches, you know, who can bring that edge. All right. Now, here's another alternative. Because Funky said in his video that they were literally negotiating his pay and his salary all the way up till the last episode. So literally, he just walked away, like just now walked away. Like negotiations wrapped up over the damn weekend. All right. So this was not something, as he said, that was known. Nobody knew where the cards were going to fall. So if there's any other rumors or any other people who come out claiming that a source said from the inside of the inside, in the cubicle on the inside, down there in the garage on the inside, claim that it was for anything else, they are goddamn lie, because we were literally trading phone calls, negotiating, lawyers were lawyering back and forth, literally all the way up till the clock striking 12, all the way up until the last episode. Which means that producers are probably going to need some time to get this next person right. Now, here's the thing. While they trying to figure that out, one of the ways they can figure that out, or can pretend that they're figuring out something that they already have in their back pocket, because like Funky said, they were signing 6 month to a year contracts with Fox Soul. Now, any group of producers on their shit would know that, okay, this means that our employees, our talents can walk away at the end of these contracts. So we need to already be outsourcing for replacements. If Claudia was to walk away, you know, we need to have people in the bag. If Al was to walk away, we need to have people in the bag. If Funky walks away, we need to have people in the bag, okay? Hopefully the producers did not relax and sleep on and bank on them sitting around for years and 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 years before there was a change like this, and now are scrambling with their heads cut off. Hopefully that's not the case. However, if it is the case, what they can do is, I think, and I told Claudia this, that they should rotate Funky's seat, just like the Breakfast Club is doing, which Claudia Jordan is already a recipient of. You know, she's over on Breakfast Club because they decided on that dynamic when it came to Angela Yee, you know, to just rotate the chair. So you've seen everybody over there from Flame Monroe to Claudia to Jess Hilarious, etc. Lala, you know, there's been plenty of folk who done came and gone. Fox Soul ought to do that. And I think they ought to give influencers that seat, just like Funky himself is an influencer. He has paved the way and given network producers the opportunity to see that commentators, online influencers, are those girls. He was employed as that girl and helped to brand, helped to amass a following for Fox Soul as a result of showing Fox Soul producers just what the fuck these influencers, girl, are capable of. Because Funky himself is a self-proclaimed and proud YouTube influencer. So first and foremost, bitch, let me just give my roses to Funky Dineva. Yes, we done drag Funky Dineva at times for being anti-black. Yes, we done dragged him at times for being anti-woman. Yes, we done, because we are equal opportunity roasters and gaggers, and anybody can get that work, including our damn faves, all right? We don't give a damn whether they gay, whether they woman, whether they male, whether they non-binary, whether they bald-headed, whether they got a head full of hair. We don't give a damn, baby. We are a non-discriminative, get your ass together ass goddamn platform, all right? So yes, we've had to give him that work a time or 2 or 14, all right? However, Funky Dineva is a trailblazer, and he's a black content creator who is able to make a total healthy living off of what he's carved out for himself as a performer, as a pop culture critic. And I love him for that. And what he did for Fox Soul over the past 4 years is incredible. And you would just have to be a stone cold hating asshole to attempt to take that from Funky Dineva. You ain't even gotta like him in order to understand, girl, that he slaughtered the pathway forward. Okay, burnt that bitch to a crisp, girl. He ran so that the rest of us could walk very swiftly and professionally through the hiring door, bitch, and say, I'm here. All right? So shout out to Funky fucking Dineva, YouTube god legend at this motherfucking point. So now that he done came and he done pussy pop and showed these producers, girl, what type of time it is and where you really need to be looking for and outsourcing talent at from. It's not out there in Hollywood. It's not with these bougie ass celebrity people who can't really get into things because they too adjacent to the industry. They too involved in the industry, and they're definitely going to want to yield more to political correctness in order to navigate Hollywood in general. Get you a thirsty bitch off YouTube, girl. Get you a charismatic bitch off YouTube who is here for the viewers. They're not here for these celebrities. They're not here for adjacency to these celebrities, girl. They are literally here to get into the culture, to speak for the culture, girl, and to give the girls what needs to be given, all right? Because they're going to give you that Kaya effect, all right? The reason why Kaya was able to be so polarizing is a lot of the reasons why Funky was able to be so polarizing and double down in his position and be ultimately unapologetic. And it's because he understood his lane was right here. He didn't give a fuck about needing to be next to Brad Pitt or to be invited to the BET Awards or to be in anybody's music videos or to be on anybody's reality show. This was his career. This is where his blood and his heart was. And that's the only bitch, the only type of bitch who gonna be able to give up commentary the way that commentary need to be given up on matters. So if Fox Soul producers are listening, hopefully Claudia Jordan got this video playing for the producers, girl, in the boardroom meeting right now. Claudia, put me on speakerphone. Put me on speakerphone, Claudia. I ain't gonna cuss that much. Put him on speakerphone, sugar. All right? See, y'all need to be bringing me on as creative director, because see, I understand the politics, honey. I understand how what makes shit pop and what makes shit not. Y'all really need to have a bitch like me on my payroll, baby. Okay? Because I understand the science and the mechanics of this shit. All right? I'm giving y'all free game, honey. Okay? Y'all ain't even got to work now because I just did it all. So Fox Soul producers, now that I'm on speakerphone, girl, this is how y'all save y'all show. You got to pull it from, and you got to pull it from the hat of influencers. Okay? You got to keep the principle of Funky Dineva, the spirit of Funky Dineva alive. A slick mouth, articulate, edgy bitch who ain't got nothing to lose. Okay? That's who you got to keep in spirit and keep in mind now that y'all outsourcing for a third seat. Now, let me also tell you this, Fox Soul producers, now that Claudia got me on speakerphone in a boardroom meeting. If y'all have been clever and if y'all have been good and y'all have been outsourcing for all of their replacements because y'all know that per contract they can walk away once said contracts expire. If y'all have already done the work, y'all already now pulling whomever is about to stand in his place in, I still think it's going to be a great idea for y'all to rotate the seat for a little while. Because here's the issue with bringing on a permanent personality right now, is whenever you have a trio or a duo that means a lot to people, that people have gotten familiar with, naturally, nobody likes the stepmom or the stepdad. Okay? Once the biological parent has been separated from the household, girl, the kids never just run into the arms of the new step parent, girl. Okay? So even if who y'all got in the back pocket is a bad bitch, y'all still need to rotate the seat for a little while and at least act like y'all are spinning the merry-go-round before y'all make a decision. Because whomever this next bitch gonna be, if y'all gonna go the permanent route, is gonna catch all the smoke and catch all the heat. The fans are gonna use this permanent replacement bitch as a punching bag, girl. They're gonna punch down, punch up. That girl will be in therapy before y'all even get her to her first check, girl. The way that they're going to drag down boots, whomever the new hoe is. I don't give a fuck if that bitch is good at what she does. You know, this is just not the way we transition due to human nature. Okay? There's a family going on already. There's a household dynamic going on already. It's already years in. The new hoe gonna get chewed up. So if y'all let it be known off the rip before new hoe even get there, that y'all gonna be spinning the seats, Y'all have not, even if y'all have low-key on the back end, made already an executive permanent decision about who, you got to act like you ain't decided on a who yet, so that whoever it is has a real shot. And they're not going to have a real shot by just being thrown head first into a workspace and a household that's already been created. They're going to get chewed up. Okay? So, I think y'all should spin the block in Funky's Dineva's honor. I think y'all need to choose out of the influencer bag. And I think the first bitch that y'all need to be considering for a spin, Claudia Jordan, turn the volume up as I'm on speakerphone about to say this next thing. Because it's the most important thing that I done said yet in this commentary. Y'all listening, producers? That bitch need to be me. Okay? As y'all already see, girl, I got the brains. I just did all the work for y'all. I just gave y'all all the keys on how not to tank TGIF, which still has a fighting chance if you listen to what the fuck I'm saying and you do what I'm telling you to do. Because y'all are even newer to the block than me, okay? I'm essentially a OG at this motherfucking point, all right? So take it from a bitch who been here, who has seen collapse, who have been in and off and on panels and seen them through the inside and motherfucking out, bitch. Okay? So, bitch, I'm definitely gonna go up for me for one. For one. They been trying to get me over the Fox Soul, okay? Claudia know that I'm that girl. Claudia's gonna vouch for me. And my channel, I haven't even monetized yet. So whatever the hell y'all was already paying Funky Dineva, baby, I can take that as a starter wage. Okay? I haven't even monetized this girl here yet. All right, so I'm sure y'all will be paying me a lot more than what a non-monetized YouTube channel would already be paying a girl. So y'all definitely got me for the next 2 years before we renegotiate again, okay? Now, here's the thing, okay, because I need y'all to go blow them up too. I need y'all to go blow up Claudia Jordan on Instagram, blow up Al Reynolds, and I need y'all to literally copy and paste the motherfucking link to my platform in their even though Claudia already know what time it is, okay? But baby, we ain't taking no we ain't making no assumptions, baby, okay? We gonna overkill it, overdo it, girl. Y'all need to run my name up, girl, over there. Run it up. Tear up them streets, bitch. Tear it down over there, okay? CTV all up and down the timeline, period, girl. All right? But going back to Funky, this is what I don't understand about the pay wage issue. I'm surprised that there was a budget issue because Funky's in Miami. I don't know where Al is located. I believe Claudia is in Texas. But when they do those in-studio shows, that's a very expensive studio that they're clearly in. There's obviously being a budget that's being provided for flights, for studio time. All the other producers, cameramen, etc. are being flown in to work the show live from the studio. Why couldn't that money have just been allocated toward Funky? Fox clearly has a budget. How about remove one of those other non-hitting, non-chart topping segments on Fox Soul and have just paid Funky on the back end what they're paying all these other hosts on all these other shows on Fox Soul that the Soulmates do not support. The budget is there, and the Soulers would rather have Funky there than to have Fox Soul funding all of these other shows that are not of interest to them. This is where Fox Soul really dropped the ball. Y'all trying to make fetch happen. And right now, TGIF is that girl on the block for Fox Soul. It's okay to pour whatever resources need to be poured into TGIF to elevate that, to keep your cast, to keep your ensemble cast and employees happy, because at the end of the day, they are where the traffic and the subscription comes from. Why they did not think to reduce the budget from funding those other shows and just amplify Funky's financial request, which according to Funky, he said, I wasn't even asking for an arm and a leg. I'm not even asking for an arm and a leg. He's not even asking for an arm and a leg. He said, really, it was still chump change. He wasn't even asking for some obnoxious Diana Ross, Beyonce leveled annual salary. You know, he just asking for what makes sense. And at the very least, keep our rates the same. If we were making, metaphorically speaking, $20 an episode when we were doing 2 days a week, then at the very goddamn least, keep it at 20. But don't take it from 20 to 17 and then give us more days and more goddamn work and then think that it all pans out, because ultimately we're making more money as a result of working more days. But if my talent was worth $20 an episode when we were doing 2 episodes a week, it's still the same talent that you're asking to be employed and do the work 5 days a fucking week. I think what may have happened is that the producers are scared of the fact that they have not been able to make anything else pop on Fox Soul but TGIF. So they've run to fund and to throw shit up against the wall on Fox Soul, hopefully hoping to strike out again. Because they know that they feel that if they just put all their eggs in one basket, which is TGIF, that's too much of a liability in and of itself to do. They want other things to be able to fall back on just in case a Claudia ever gets tired, Al ever gets tired, Funky Dineva, gets hung over the damn balcony by another trade piece and accidentally slips to his damn death girl. Okay? So I get it, but now I'm thinking, if that was the case, why the fuck did they allow Cocktails with Divas, or Divas with Cocktails, or Divas with Beer Mugs, or whatever the fuck it was? Why did they allow that show to collapse? Because that was the only other show on Fox Soul that was competing with TGIF. Plenty of clips and sound bites from Hennessy with the Divas would go viral, would get posted to the blogs. I think that Cocktails with Divas could have, with Queens, could have sustained even without Claudia. Because rightfully so, Claudia, that's just too much. Between Claudia doing 5 days a week on TGIF, then she working full-time as a Tubi actress. Shout out to Claudia. And then you got to be over there with Cocktails with Budweiser girl. But I think Claudia energy is like a stabilizer. Like, she's like a foundation piece that you can like build upon, which is why I think Fox Soul utilizes Claudia the way that they do, because she is a stabilizer. You know, you can add and build upon what Claudia brings to the table, which also makes her a great asset. And Fox Soul clearly knows that. So when people were saying that Claudia Jordan is probably getting paid, well, yeah, I'm sure. But she's also cut a lot more flips, and she has been and done a lot more for the network, and she's been there longer than Funky Dineva. She's the one who brought Funky and Al to the table. Just like she brought the Queens to the table. She also has hosted other segments. Matter of fact, when Christian Key's interview on Fox Soul like a year or 2 or 3 ago, Claudia was on Fox Soul hosting and interviewing that. So rightfully so. But because she is a stabilizer, you can slide Claudia out and the show still go on, because once again, she's a mood stabilizer. The way that her anointing is set up is that she lays the groundwork so that the shit can rock it off, and then she can go and create elsewhere. So I think Cocktails with Divas or the Queens, girl, could have continued to run and have been all right, even without a Claudia. Because Claudia, a lot of times on Cocktails with the Queens, she was really just acting as a host, really. And rightfully so, bitch, because I would have been tired as hell, bitch. Claudia is one of the most hardworking ass women in TV right now, because I was sweating for her. Like, my tracks were sliding out of my braids for her, girl. I don't even know how she had the stamina, how she had the goddamn endurance. I guess Claudia had wanted those goddamn double doors real bad to that house, bitch, okay? Because when you got your eyes set on fancy shit, bitch, you will become a hard-working ass black woman, baby. So Claudia must have really wanted them big-ass double doors, girl. Because she was working out here in these streets. But all in all, the producers play musical chairs, girl. What have we learned from the Queen's Court? The same thing happened, girl. Maddie did a rotating show. And Maddie formula could have been successful too, except Maddie didn't like get the science completely down pack, which is why there was still so much criticism for the Queen's Supreme Court, which was the aftermath of the Queen's Court. Because I think the follow-up guest after Kaya was then New York. And people love New York, but the problem with New York replacing Kaya is that Kaya is very commentary driven. New York is very antic, performative driven. So even though she's equally over the top, she's not over the top for the same reasons that Kaya was over the top from. And because Maddie still wanted a commentary driven show, Maddie was going to need very strong commentators who also kept the spirit of Kaya in mind. So Maddie ended up doing a lot of trial and error. So some of her guests were hits, some of her guests were misses. Hits and misses, hits and misses. So it was a very wobbly aftermath. She ultimately sustained. She kept the show going. There are a lot of memorable moments from the Supreme Queen's Court, but there is a science to this shit. So I hope that the producers hear what I saying, girl. Get in your influencer bag. Funky open up the goddamn doors of the sanctuary, girl. She made this easy for y'all to outsource for talent now that y'all know where the talent is and what the talent needs to be in order for the energy of the show to continue to move forward. And of course, it's not going to be off talent alone, because even if you find somebody who is funky in principle, of course, that person also still has to mesh well with Claudia and Al, etc. But this is how you make that easier to accomplish. And that's that. So I personally don't think it has to be the end. But yes, if they don't get the formula right, obviously, yes, it is going to be the end. And to be honest, I don't want to see anybody back who they've already had on the show. The other woman who they had hosting when Funky was gone, Sweet Lady, I think she got curls. I think she also has a show on Fox, so I don't want to see her back. Because it was like having two Al Reynolds, or it was like having two Claudias. The show works because there is a Al Reynolds who is the kind of, let me be respectful, girl, just in case I get hired, bitch. Who is like, Al is like a mixture between a sports anchor and Pee Wee Herman. He has the energy and has the wardrobe of Pee Wee Herman and has the straight to information and execution of the information like a sports broadcaster. Okay, just going to give it to you, you know. It's just all technical information, which you need, okay? You need to know the facts, all right? Plain and simple. Then you got Claudia. Once again, Claudia is a neutralizer. Okay? So Claudia can act as the host who's just mitigating the panel. You know, she provides the feminine perspective, which is going to be good, especially if the other panel member is going to remain a male, whether gay or straight. And Claudia is spicy, which also makes her fun to banter with if there's another spicy bitch there. Now, Al been getting a little, you know, he been getting a little spicy lately, baby. You know, I don't know whether Al Reynolds is horny and he's sexually frustrated. But I've been seeing him try a Claudia, baby, and I'm just like, girl, don't make Claudia slide that pink slip underneath the dough, bitch. Okay? I don't know how long that's gonna last. Okay, you're not staying in your Lizane. You gotta stay in your Lizane now, okay? Now, also, one of my aspirations and motivations for being considered for the show is that it brings me one step closer to laying it down low and spreading it completely and utterly wide for Al Reynolds, because Al Reynolds gives me nerd tease, but he's got a great body and he seems like he's hardcore in bed. That's where you get all that toxic thug energy from Al at, in the bedroom. See, I be listening deeply and closely when he be talking about, you know, his freak off experiences and things. So that's one of my other motivations, okay? Just to get, you know, considered for the role, is that it brings me one step closer, you know, to laying it low for Miss Al Reynolds. Plus, she got great teeth, and she's also very driven. And he said a very another attractive thing about himself, which is that he loves to take care of his partners. And because I am a professional sugar baby, I think this is a match made in TGIF heaven. I'm a professional sugar baby. He got a lot of sugar to give. He don't mind being the candy lady. Why not? You know, the math is mathing as far as I'm concerned. Now, while I'm here, who do y'all think would make a great asset to TGIF? And please keep it in mind that the person needs to be in the spirit of funky. Somebody sassy, somebody who is witty, somebody who is daring. I know I saw Tasha K's name, girl. Y'all know Tasha K can't keep no friends. She can't keep no employment. And y'all know damn well that TGIF is not about to have their goddamn wages garnished, baby. Okay, when it's open season on Miss Unhinged, girl, because Miss Cardi all B bitch, she coming for the driveway, she coming for the goddamn Georgia home, she coming for the goddamn daughter's Borett's bitch. So y'all know TGIF staying all the way up out of that. Okay, Storm says he would love to see Alexander Rogers, if not UCTV. Okay, Alexander Rogers. I think you guys also said Storm Monroe. Storm, we're going to take Unhinged out of it, girl. Unhinged can't end up hired legally by nobody, baby, okay? They would have to be paying that bitch under the table to have her over there, girl. And Miss TGIF, Miss Fox Soul, is going to want to be able to do their taxes rightfully so, okay? So Tasha's not happening, all right? But Storm, Alexander Rogers. Okay, someone said Andrew Caldwell. Miss Sophia would be great for the show. Okay, Miss Sophia. Somebody said not Carlos King. No, Carlos. No, no. Sorry. I say CTV more so than Alex Rogers. Okay, Alex Rogers. He's about to be a part of. I did not give. I did not. Don't be trying to encode my commentary. I did not give a hint. Okay. Okay. You went. Okay. The Kingery. No. You know I love Kingery, but the thing about Kingery is, well, Kingery and Al Reynolds at this point, like, they would even each other out. I don't feel like it would be that much of a contrast. I think if we were talking about the old Kingeries, but not as toxic, but still like with the dragulations of it all. The Kingery who's more relaxed and has a sense of humor. But the Kingeries has gotten into a very, 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 very socially conscious, politically correct place. And I think that would, I don't know. I think because Justin still got it in him, because I see it jump out of him from time to time. I'm like, I think if he opens back up a little bit more to being fun and to being lighthearted and to being spicy, that the part of him that is very socially conscious and the part of him that has such a great sense of humor, if he could equalize both aspects of himself to be a 50-50, I think, yes, he would be a stellar addition to the cast. Kim Pyre. Okay, somebody said Kim Pyre would be great. All right, Kim Pye. Now, I don't know who Kim Pye is, so I'm going to have to check out Kim. The name sounds familiar. So I'm going to have to check out Kim Pye. CTV, you were bringing the sass, the information, clarity, and humor to the show. So it was all you, period. All right. And Adrian Expression. I love Adrian Expression. Yes. CTV is trying to be modest. He knows he's a potential. I don't know. Nothing. Okay, the Dragon's Den is vouching for himself. Period. Okay, period. Kingarees, yes. But see, I think the Kingarees don't like TGIF because it's not as socially conscious as he would have it to be, which is where his niche could come from as an addition to the show. But because Claudia and Al, even though they both still get dragged from time to time, but because they both are also socially conscious, they have a sensitivity to the culture. I think it'd be too much squash on top of broccoli or on top of carrots. You know, we need some meat and some dessert in there, okay? You or me, okay? Sin is going up, baby. Sin says she can handle it, period, okay? Ray says, Justin is in a fit. Okay, somebody said Kia. Okay, but y'all know Kia can't keep no friends. Just like Unhinged can't keep no friends. And the thing about Kia is that, like, it's way too much salt. Okay, so TGIF couldn't, you know, it isn't, you know, TGIF adding Kaya would be the equivalent of going from like Nikki to Sexy Red. And I don't know if TGIF is trying to bring down the property value of their brand to that degree, especially since they also like to have other woke ass segments on the platform. You could not have somebody without any social awareness on the show. It need to be somebody who's able to be balanced and give just enough, but still, you know, but still. Let me, Rodney the Voice. Okay, I know who, Rodney, I know of Rodney, but I'm not familiar with his commentary, so I'm going to check him out as well. But Rodney the Voice. Okay, Storm and CTV will roast the heck out of, oh, baby, let me say something, baby. And you talking about, bitch, CTV already be dragging down boots, baby, okay, on a non-monetized platform, girl. Bitch, you gonna pay me to be CTV? Girl, you gonna pay me to drag these folk, bitch? Oh, girl, y'all haven't seen dragging yet, okay? Little bitch, add some zeros and some commas, girl, okay? And ordain the girl to gather the commentary, girl. That's going to be a whole nother level of CTV that even y'all have not even seen yet, bitch, when you're adding those dollar signs to the mix. Because I'm definitely going to do my entire job, girl. Let me see. TS schedule is too busy, yes. Maddie also is too adjacent to the she's too adjacent to Hollywood as well. Okay, she wants to get her feet really cemented into that lane. So Maddie is going to be she's going to have a lot of soft landings when it comes to talking about celebrities. Okay, so it'll have to be like an influencer that just is not really interested in physical Hollywood like that. It'll have to be somebody who's more so fascinated with growing from a digital influencer's lane, more so than somebody who wants to have their physical hands in that space. Carlos King is dry. Like I said, I don't want to see anybody who has already stood in place for folk. I don't. I was not impressed. I did not enjoy the replacements at all. Even though I like all of these people individually, no. And Carlos King was just like watching Balagna just slowly slide down a off-white wall, girl. I just couldn't. Nosy Ho would be great as well. Nosy Ho really gets into her commentary. She sinks her teeth in, and I personally think that Nosy Ho is fucking hilarious. Like, I be cackling. Matter of fact, I got Balagna now that I think about it, girl. Because I was like, bitch, who the fuck did I get Balagna from? Balagna came from Nosy. And I don't know what the fuck Nosy was talking about. Because I think this probably was like a year ago. She was talking about something. I don't know who she was talking about. I don't know what she was talking about. But I just remember her saying Balagna. And then for whatever reason, Balagna came up over here, girl. Instead of saying Bologna or Baloney, girl, I just remember Balagna. Like, when I heard her say Balagna, mentally I stored Balagna in my head, and I have never been able to look at Baloney the same, honey. So I think Nosy would be a great addition. Somebody said Scotty by nature has potential. I think Scotty... Once again, it would have to be somebody who brings the funky energy. Scotty does not give me daring commentary. Like, he's a great commentator, but that daring edge is not there. Like, Scotty's going to keep it real cute. Scotty also is gonna probably want adjacency to the people that he talks about. A lot of influencers do. There's nothing wrong with that. But it would have to be somebody who, like, kind of doesn't care. You know, Funky constantly reminds us why he talks the way he talks, and it's because he just don't give a damn. He don't give a damn about who following him. He don't give a damn about none of that. He don't give, you know, he's completely comfortable in being a pop culture critic and doing just that, critiquing. Okay, for better or for worse, loss of friendship, etc., girl. You know, he's going to roll the dice. We even saw that hell with him and Claudia, girl, when he called Claudia a transphobe to her damn face, a homophobe to her face, girl. You know, so, you know, it would have to be somebody who has let go to that extent. You know, who's going to have that double-edged sword. I think Scotty is like a very nice, informed commentator, but he would just be missing like that daring edge. Larry would be good. Larry, let me see, Larry and TGIF. Larry and TGIF. I could see Larry on TGIF. I don't think TGIF would probably pay the doctor enough, because if the pay wasn't enough for Dineva, baby, I know it damn sure ain't enough for Larry, baby. Okay, so I don't think they would be able to afford goddamn Larry child. Calvin Michaels is funny, extremely educated. I like him, but I can see Al have an issue with Calvin fact checking him. Okay, I've never heard of Calvin. Did somebody say Cupcake Lee? Are y'all talking about Sarah Lee? Jason Lee? Jason Lee ain't gonna do no damn TGIF. Now Jason does come in the spirit of Funky. Okay, he's another one who is very daring. Like him, I love him, girl. You know, he really ain't here to be liked. He's here to do what needs to be done. He gonna shake it up. He gonna stir it up. So yes, like people in that vein, people that have that I don't give a fuck energy. Gaber would be great. What about I've never heard of the secretary of Shay. I don't know who that is. Voodoo doll would be great. I love a voodoo doll. I know y'all left Mr. Ed off. I'm surprised his name ain't come up a lot more in this. Erica Dinero TV. Okay. Somebody said Bondi Blue is already on Claudia's radar. Okay, Bondi. Let me see else if I let me see who else. The replacement would need to reflect Funky's urban LGBTQIA demographic. Well, yep, I agree with that, Ray. Yeah, probably somebody in the queer space for sure. Ashley, no, not Ashley Miller. Ashley Miller is great too. She's a great commentator. She's a great show reviewer, but she's lacking the daring. I wish they would rotate different YouTubers until they find a permanent host. That's what we're going to try to get them to do. Hopefully Fox will give you a call. Thank you, Jonathan. Please stop saying Kia, Tamar, and Nene. Yeah, no celebrities. No celebrities. We don't need folk, keeping it cute. We need folk who are willing to be honest. Yes, Amani, period, okay? That part. Let me see if I haven't heard. Let me see if any other names. Maddie filming with Viacom. She can't come fill in once in a while. Okay. Jason is too close to celebs. Agreed. TSA tells checks are $50K a month easy. Tisha would. I can see Tisha. Yes, Tisha talks. I can see her on there. No, Billy Porter, no celebrities. I've never heard of X Rocks, but somebody said X Rocks. Somebody said I feel like Bondi is better alone. I don't know. She's too sweet. I don't believe her when she reads folks sometimes. Bondi is good counterpart to Al. Okay. Well, Claudia has been asking for more women. Maybe they should expand the panel. Maybe it needs to be 2 women, 2 men, so that Claudia can have, another female perspective, even if it is a female who's not going to agree with her, because it doesn't need to be a agreeable panel. Okay, panels work when they're not an echo chamber. Echo chambers only work when it's purely in an educational context. But if you're looking for, like daytime television type shit, if you're looking for engagement, if you're looking for things that have viral potential, then yeah, you don't want an echo chamber. You want grit. You want, that unearthing. Dr. Blue, I've never heard of Dr. Blue. No celebrity, so of course not Kenya fucking Moore. Okay, so somebody said Atisha, hell no, she made way too much money. They would not be able to afford her either. Intersex says, what about Karamo? I would have to see Karamo in action. I know he does like his Iyanla Van Zant shit. I would have to see him in a pop culture space. Jesse Wu. Okay, somebody said Jesse Wu. Oh, now Miss Kahinor would be great. She's funny. She's crazy as hell, and she's fun. Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is good. Like a lot of people that y'all naming are good as individuals, but once again, we're trying to keep the principle, the spirit of Funky Dineva intact. You don't want to deviate too far from that. When you find something that works and works well as a variable, you don't want to replace that variable with something that's kind of out of range from it. You want to stay in range to the working principle. So I don't know about Oliver Twist. If CTV is allowed to do his channel and doesn't affect his solo stuff online, CTV on TGIF is worth it, but most the contracts will stop you from doing work outside of it. Well, Funky Dineva was able to continue to be Funky Dineva. You know, it didn't affect him, you know, catering to his audience and doing his thizzle. I've called Claudia a colorist. Allegedly, she would never look at me. Oh no. Well, maybe you and Claudia can talk it out, Dragon. You know, maybe hit her up, you know, and see if y'all can come to an understanding. You know, I don't know if Claudia has spoke to the allegations that she is a colorist or not. But obviously, you know, Claudia has grown a lot, and you know, she's in a different place as a mature adult, and I'm sure you guys will be able to work that through the Dragon's Den. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. No, make it make sense. It's too cute and cuddly. Make it make sense. It's too like, hi, you guys. I'm coming here to be non-biased, you guys. You know, oh my God, have you guys heard? You know what's going on? Okay, y'all. Like he's too neighborly. It's too friendly. You know, it's like him and Al would even each other out. You don't want another Al. You don't want another Claudia. You want, you know, you need that salt. You need that salt. You need that saltiness, okay? You got to salt it up, baby. All right? Right, Jay. He too calm. Bob the Dragon. Okay, I've heard of Bob the Drag Queen, but I've never seen any of Bob the Drag Queen's commentary. I am Zoe. That sounds so familiar. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know who that is. But somebody is saying, I am Zoe. I am Zoe. I am Zoe. Bob the Drag Queen is cute, says intersex. If Claudia was a colorist, she would not work with Funky. Child, shit, like they be calling goddamn Funky a damn colorist. And see, that's what I'm saying. It would need to be, you know, people who controversial, people who get edgy, people who can be liked, unloved, and then liked again. You know, people who your mood changes toward them per commentary. You know, because what I'm starting to understand about the public is that the public actually likes to be triggered. They like to make a fuss of shit. They like to find shit to fuss about. That's also what makes the public bipolar and unhinged and unreliable as well, because the very same people they are witch hunt against today, they'll be back all right with tomorrow. Yusuf, baby. Yusuf is giving YouTube a run for their motherfucking money, baby. Okay. Yusuf is like the damn Mel Kaya girl. Baby. TGIF would have to be willing to risk it all, baby. Because Yusuf is going to give up the goddamn ghost, bitch. All right? Craig from T.S. Madison. Craig, it's interesting. Craig could work. We already done canceled the bimbo, wino. Sean Davy Way. Sean. Sean is Black LGBT, so he gives the urban queer community representation. He's funny. He knows how to read and gag. Sean could work. I could see Sean on TGIF. DJ Richie, no. DJ Richie, Sky, and Make It Make Sense are in the same boat. Like, they're too nice. They're too nice. They're too nice. They're too nice. Storm says no to Karamo. Yeah, I didn't want to say no completely because I haven't seen Karamo like in his pop culture bag like that. So I don't know, So maybe the people who is naming him are maybe they know something that I don't. I feel that few women could get along with not few women could get along with Claudia. Claudia is a girl's girl. She is Teen Woman. No celeb are right. No celeb or highly paid reality star. Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. Somebody said Sean Bradley. My God, today. Sean would give up the ghost too, because he don't give a fuck. Let me see. Anthony Lofties. That name sounds familiar as well. I feel like Anthony Lofties just showed up in my algorithm at some point. I remember that name, Anthony Lofties. Didn't I report? Ain't he interviewed? I think that's one of the influencers that interviewed Christian Keys, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't see the rest of his commentary outside of that. But somebody is saying Anthony Lofty. Girl. Okay, Spill It Boy. Yes, I love Spill It Boy. Wiggums. How y'all feel about Wiggums? I feel like I'm gonna be honest. TGIF, there is a certain level of like, despite how spicy they can be at times and controversial, there is a certain level of decorum that is there. And I feel like Wiggums would just like ghetto up the place with his Twitter energy, girl. It's just too bombastic. Like, it's a type of energy that rides around without car insurance, girl. It's not a fit for me. Right. Most of these YouTubers, we already covered Larry. Let me see who else is up in her. Sherelle World Struggles. Sherelle is funny as shit. Sherelle would work because Sherelle is also unpredictable as hell. So, like, just when you think you know what Sherelle thoughts are going to be, girl, Sherelle would go completely left, and she don't give a damn. Okay, she willing to stand in her commentary, and she don't care. She will have her own mind about shit, and she gonna feel how she feels. She gonna say what the hell she said. Okay. And she just has that bubbly energy. I can see Sherelle on TGIF. Let me see. I want DJ Richie to take over Andy's spot at Bravo. Okay, I don't even watch Bravo. Child. Too bad MC Shaky is in prison. He could do it from FaceTime. Shit. They do the remote. It's all remote based. And we know that the prisoners are giving it up well. They're living well, girl. They're living better than some of y'all asses. Dustin Ross from the Friends. I don't know who that is. Dr. Umar, girl. That would be a cackle. Dr. Umar asked, that would be a mumble and a goddamn cackle, girl. All right. Nick at Night. I like Nick, but once again, we're talking about keeping the energy of Funky there. Nick. I think Nick has she has like the commentary for it, but Nick's stage presence is so morbid. Like she's so, it's just so, she just like, Nick gives me like Wednesday energy, girl. You know, like like Nick always look like she ready to go home, girl. So so I don't know how that would translate when it comes to a panel situation and the type of synergy around TGIF, girl. Okay. CTV will bring all kinds of flavor, but I never seen you drink and they be over there with the cocktail. Okay, but you know, I ain't gotta have liquor in my cup. Yeah, I know. It could be your man in it instead. Yeah, I know. Let me see here. Jamie, that's me. I don't know who that is. Somebody say Lovely T. Lovely T is another one. Great commentator. But I don't, Lovely T. That edge just like it's edgy. Think of people who got edgy energy, girl. They got edgy commentary, girl. People who can read, because Lovely T to me fall within the same ranks of Al in terms of like, you know, she would be very much so focused on the story at hand and the actual information and facts around the case. But see, Al already occupies that role. It don't need to be two of those type of people. You know, he's gonna give you the Google facts. Okay. So you want somebody who, you know, like, you know, somebody who can, you know, who coming in twerking. Lovely T is funny, but she's gonna go on a whole, not a whole CP rant. Jaguar, right, girl. Once again, there won't be a TGIF platform, girl. Okay, it'll be terminated, just like her damn channel is. The meme misses between me and Sean. Laughing my ass off. CTV and Dr. Umar going back and forth would bring numbers. I feel like they should put CTV on permanently and bring Dr. Umar on as a guest. Girl, y'all really trying to get some shit started. Somebody said Omarosa. Omarosa, that may be the only reality star I make exception for. Omarosa is so shady. She's so immovable. She is so fixed. She is educated as hell, articulate as hell, and she's going to get the last word, bitch. She brings that corporate intensity, and she know how to get nasty with your ass too, in a way that still provides her a check. I would love, Omarosa would be a cackle on TGIF. Tiffany Pollard, no. I would say Tiffany, no, because once again, Tiffany Pollard is not commentary driven. She's performative based. She like, you know, she has antics. She likes to pull, you know, rabbits out of her hat and shit. You know, she likes to snatch a wig off and stuff. Like, it would have to be somebody who's, because TGIF is a commentary driven show. So it needs to be somebody who antics come through their commentary, not come through them frailing their damn arms around and shit, you know, doing the most. Hey, Nosy. Nosy says, are we talking about, yes, who should replace Funky? Kaya or no. Kaya is unrealistic because she would be a net network nightmare. So she's too much of a liability. They're not trying to put up with their lawsuits and defamation and all that shit. Azalea makes the same. Like those two, like they're too often to the extreme. It would have to be somebody who got that energy, but who knows how to make it palatable for network production. Because like people are saying, Fox Soul is still tied into Fox, which is Republican, and there's still a political correctness basis that's there, etc. Azalea and Kaya, they don't play well with others, and they also do not work if having to dial it back, which is why when Maddie was trying to get them to do the Queen's Court on mainstream television, I was saying why? Because Kaya would not be able to be Kaya on network television. And Kaya not being able to be Kaya kind of takes all the fun out of Kaya. And we did nominate you as well, I know that I could see your ass over there on Fox Soul as well. Because you know how to be Kaya and Azalea, but you also like grown enough to know how to make that energy work for daytime television. I think that would be an epic contribution. The old King of Reeds, Nosy, Storm, Sean, Adrian Expression, Larry would be good too, but like I said, they can't afford Larry. They can't afford Tisha Talks. I forgot the other people that we agreed on. But they out there. They out there. Y'all, let's start a petition and get me on the show. I'll bring CT. No, we gonna start a petition to get me on the show, and I'm gonna bring you on. Oh yeah, and Alexander Rogers. They were saying Alex. I forgot who else y'all was saying. Oh, Spill It Boy. And who else? Y'all was saying, girl, y'all are tearing up this Claudia is a colorist thing. My God, today. Child, Monica be suing goddamn TGIF for millions of dollars, girl, telling y'all to boycott, honey. And y'all would just trigger her ass up because y'all not going to support her when she's trying to gather on behalf of all Black actresses and talents, girl. Okay? There will be no more TGIF, child. Let me see here. Let me scroll down. Oh, girl, we done been here 2 fucking hours. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, people said Bondi. Roland Ray would be a cackle. Roland Ray's shortcoming would probably be the politics segment. That don't seem to be his strong suit. Really Be TV. I love my baby mother. Really Be also. I'm gonna have to put her in the same category though as Make It Make Sense and DJ Richie Sky. Really Be she's too nice. She's too nice. It gotta be somebody who don't mind being mean as hell. It gotta be somebody, who don't mind scalping a bitch. Okay. Melissa no, not Melissa Ford, girl. Melissa Ford to me is, I like her, but like, no, she like if we talking about relative to the energy of Funky, Melissa Ford is nowhere in that. She's nowhere in that demographic. Oh, watch out! The universe may be blessing you, thinking about everyone. No, I'm not thinking about everybody else. Everybody already don't went up for me. You know, I mean, it's like it's a given, of course. CTV as a nominee, like, but see, this is why I think because of everybody that y'all mentioning, like, it's so many of us who are really great at this, who are spicy, controversial figures, and that's why I think that it need to be eroding seat, just like the Breakfast Club has done. Like, imagine like Nosy on there every other week, CTV on there every other week, Alexander Rogers on there every other, like Storm, like it would, like it's so many great people who got their own flavor and who do they spice the way they do they spice, that they just might as well give the YouTube influencers girl. That's why I jumped in her box. But y'all know me, I'm communal. So of course I'm not just going to advocate for myself. So I had to champion for all of us. So I definitely hit Claudia up, was like, look, girl, this could work, even with Funky not being there. And this is how this can work. Okay. And once again, I feel like it need to be influencers. Funky is an influencer first and foremost. He's a YouTuber first and foremost. He's kicked the door down. It worked. He paved the way. He has shown what YouTubers can bring to network fucking television. So I feel like it needs to come up out of the YouTube fucking space. Yeah, they need to rotate the seat, Nosy. That would be fucking epic. It'd be fun. It'd be crazy as hell. All the fan bases would be intertwined and everybody would be cross-promoting indirectly. It would just be a whole gag. It'd be a whole fucking key. Like, the show would be different and yet still be crazy and fun every week, because all of us, even all of us whose names y'all are calling, we all do what we do in our own unique way, even though we all are kind of the same in principle. So, I don't think this has to be the end of TGIF. If these producers don't execute this right, yes, it's going to be the end, baby. And it's going to go down in a blaze of glory. And it's going to be such a goddamn shame that they done spent all these years, put all this money into making Fox Soul a thing, girl. And they're going to have 400,000+ subscribers over there, girl, with shows over there that's only getting 157 views, bitch. You might as well just go ahead and airplane mode and cloak the entire goddamn channel. Okay? Because nothing over there is working, but there is a way to salvage the show. So I hope that I spoke to Claudia. I hope that she, can bring the idea. I told her to put my commentary on speakerphone, bitch, okay, in the creators room, in the boardroom meeting, etc., okay, because I'm giving them the game on how to save it, on how to salvage it, And Claudia, as y'all already saying, me and Claudia already have a rapport. She loves the cane. Okay, so we already know, I'm first up if there's going to be a first up. And like I said, I think that they need to, even if they already have chosen somebody because they've been preparing for either one of them to walk away, I feel like they still need to introduce the rotating panel, because whomever this replacement is, they're not going to be received well, being thrown right into the fire as a permanent replacement, because the audience is going to need somebody to punch down on, to ventilate their frustrations with the TGIF family becoming undone a little bit. That first person, like the step parent, once again, they never get the warm welcome, especially if the biological parent was a beloved parent in the household. So it's in their best interest to rotate that goddamn show, because if they introduce a permanent person, girl, that person don't got a shot in hell trying to come in, behind Funky in an already established situation. But if it's known that they're going to be opening up the panel, they're going to allow the fans and the viewers and the soulmates to vibe with, you know, various influencers and personalities as the chair remains open. This will ease up the tension from the audience for one. It'll make them open to really taking an objective look at whomever keeps taking the seat, because they know that they play a role and who ultimately is going to sit there permanently. And if they do this in the context of utilizing YouTubers, since Fox Soul is a network on YouTube, they're also going to be benefiting from the indirect cross promoting that's going to be coming with bringing on other influencers, because their audiences are going to be introduced to Fox Soul, but vice versa. It's going to be a payoff for us as influencers, because we're going to get exposed to that visibility and to that demographic as well. So it'll be cute, yeah. Y'all go ahead and keep fooling with Claudia. All right. Y'all know what? Somebody said, I think Nene would be good. No, she's not going to be good, girl. Nene going to make everything about her damn self and crying about having a narcissistic ass boyfriend and talking about how everybody owes her everything, girl. No. For me, Nene like works as like a person, but she doesn't exist enough outside of her own self to contribute too much of the dialogue necessary when speaking about things going on in the outward world. Like if the focus is Nene, it works. But Nene being hired to focus on somebody other than her damn self, it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit. Jess Hilaire's already got Breakfast Club. So no. All these people who already got bags, girl, they already got opportunity, girl. They on tours with Cat Williams and Michael Jordan and shit. And no. Give it to up and coming fucking talent. You know, Funky Dineva, girl, would want this. He will want it to be other motherfucking YouTubers. Flowers Funky was very filtered compared to the real version. I mean, of course, even he had to be, of course, but as you guys see, even the filtered version was still polarizing, okay? Yes, he is. Yes, he was being filtered, but even his filtered self was enough to shake the goddamn table, obviously. Nosy says, CT, why don't we start our own weekly panel? We can rotate. You know, it's crazy that you say that, Nosy, because I was thinking about something in that same vein. I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram. I'm gonna shoot you my number. We may need to talk about some things, because you just touched and agreed with something that been in my spirit for a while now, and you just uttered that shit out of your soul, honey. All right, so we gonna get together on some shit. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna contact you, Nosy. Be looking for my message on Instagram. Cause whatever Fox Soul don't do, baby, is all good and great. Because these YouTubers, girl, we're gonna work. We're gonna work, girl. We're gonna work, bitch. Okay, with or without TGIF, it is an opportunity. Like I hope they take it. If they don't, no matter what, bitch, us YouTubers, we're going to work it through and through. All right, y'all. So y'all heard it here. Give y'all, we could take over Fox Soul. We are. And shout out to Claudia. I love Claudia, baby. But once again, this is why I'm going up for us as influencers, even when it comes to them, because I'm just like, girl, y'all not gonna find rawer, thicker, more potent talent and creativity than from fucking YouTube. Even when it comes to TikTok, like I love TikTok influencers, but those girls are good at 8 counts and being private investigators. Okay, that's their niche over on TikTok girl is working for the goddamn FBI and doing background work for Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, girl. Like, I live for them, but if you're talking about commentators, it only makes sense. It only makes sense here. So I gotta go, you guys. You guys have a great day. Happy 2024. We're up. Tell me what you guys think about the situation with Funky, with Fox Soul, etc. Girl, lay it all down in the comment section. Please run up the thumbs up, and share. I love you guys. Shout out to Al. Shout out to Funky. Shout out to Claudia. It's going to be interesting, girl, to see what happens tonight, girl. We may be back tonight, girl, because obviously it's either going to be Claudia and Al, or it's going to be Claudia, Al, and a +1, girl. So I will be tuning in tonight to see what it gives, to see what happens, to see who's who, and I'll definitely let you guys know anything that Claudia is okay with me letting y'all know as it relates to everything I shared with her about how TGIF can navigate transitioning out of Funky and into some other influencers, etc. girl. So I'll be keeping y'all updated on all of that. All right, bye.